Hello everyone, Nika here with your daily neuro nugget. It is hump day. We made it, we did it. And it's a beautiful day. It's been a great day. I've done so much and I love it because it keeps me alive. It keeps me going. Now today we're gonna be talking about Ann Taylor because is she a plant? Is she even actually doing her job? It gets messy. Before we get started though, of course, I need to show you my drink. So I have water with about an ounce of aloe vera juice. I love it. I hate water. Okay, I don't know why. It could be the most expensive water, reverse osmosis, it doesn't matter. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. But when I add about an ounce of aloe vera juice, it just gives it like a subtle tartness, but not lemony. I hate lemon water too, actually. It's so good. And this, for some reason, if I ever have like a little breakout, the following day, boom, gone. And I believe it has to do because there's so many anti-inflammation goodies in here. Look it up, it's in the research. So be careful. Some people have said they've had laxative effects. I've never experienced that, but just be careful, do your own research and always pay attention to your body because we're all different. But this is so refreshing and it makes me want to actually drink water. Now, some of you have asked about my hair, and I went ahead and shared a remedy I was testing, not for myself. I was testing it for a loved one because she's had hair issues after she was diagnosed with something that migraine medication gave her, basically. Now, I have to share the before and afters, guys, because I was just reading PubMed studies and mixing natural things that the data showed would help with hair growth, but I did not think that in a month her hair would be thick, growing, luxurious, looks so strong. And for me, it's kind of hard to see a difference because I've always, honestly, I'm blessed with luxurious hair. I fry it every day and I don't really do anything to it, but it's very healthy. So for me, I'm gonna show you guys, like, you can see some of the growth, probably here. It's gotten longer, the growth. Look how long it is already. I think in the first video I made, it was much shorter. So it's coming in, and be careful because you probably don't want to like put any on your sideburn because I don't know if it's gonna help growth there. I've been wanting to get one of my guy friends to try it on his beard, and if it thickens it up, how cool would that be? But I think it should work, right? I think it should work. Now, let's talk about Ann Taylor. And let me know, by the way, if you have been watching the hair video or trying the hair recipe, let me know in the comments, do you like it? Did it thicken your hair? And hopefully I will be sharing those before and afters of her hair soon because I was shocked, I was blown away. And this is something you can do by yourself for free. I'm not selling anything, so you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm here to help people, okay? That's my mission in this planet, in this life. It's to help as many people as possible. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? I'm here to help. Now, Ann Taylor, guys. Okay, now, okay, things are getting real when the Chief Fry hat comes out, okay? I'm not a real cop. I have to say that because so many silly people on here saying I'm actually FBI. It's like, I wish. That would be kind of cool, right? And I could find all the corrupt FBI agents and whip them out. Whip them out. Get them out of the FBI. Ann Taylor, is she a plant? Is she not a plant? I used to think that Ann was trouble. I was concerned about Bryan, him being defended properly, because let's be real, Moscow is a small town. Idaho is a small state. Ann Taylor went to the University of Idaho. Ann Taylor was a sorority girl. Ann Taylor knows a lot of people in the area. So of course, my first thought was to question, well, is she going to actually defend Kohberger properly? Because even if she doesn't believe Kohberger, her job as a criminal defense attorney is to defend him. Because that's what they do, okay? They defend our constitutional rights that we are all entitled to, whether he is guilty or not. So this is not a pro-Kohberger site, as some people like to say. This is not pro anything channel. We just question everything. That's what we do. Why? Because that's how we get to the bottom of things. Don't be afraid to question people, by the way. That's like my pet peeve. Don't be afraid of authority. Don't be afraid of badges. Don't be afraid of anything. Question people. It doesn't matter who they are. If you see something sketch, call it out, please. Now, I actually think she's doing a really good job. I've watched a lot of the court proceedings, and I was actually like, she's pretty good. I mean, I would want her to defend me too, honestly. Like, she's doing the best she can. And we know. The state keeps trying to seal everything. So she doesn't have a lot of power per se. All she can do as a defense attorney is continue to appeal so that she can get the evidence she needs to defend Mr. Kohberger, okay? So I don't think she is a state plant. I understand people saying, well, she is from Idaho. Well, she is a local. She does shake hands with a lot of upper echelon people. She does get paid a nice chunk of change, meaning she makes money whether Kohberger is found guilty or not. But I found this very interesting comment on Reddit. Okay, this was very interesting to me because this Reddit person by the name of Not Me, the Other Me says, okay, that he is a public defender in Idaho and that he knows Ann Taylor personally. We can't believe everything on Reddit, but I did some tracking and I think he's actually a public defender in South Idaho. And he went to say that Ann is not one to use clever words or half-truths just to score easy points, that Ann is there and she's very passionate about constitutional rights. So this person goes on to say that Ann's defense of Bryan Kohberger is a defense of all of us. And I'm like, yes, exactly. Thank you for saying that, because people have to understand that public defenders like Ann Taylor are literally the only thing that stands between the accused and the government. So we need people like Ann Taylor. Whether you think they are slick or not, they are there to help us. Again, I am with this person on Reddit, this public defender. I think Ann is doing everything that is in her power to help Bryan Kohberger. Now, so many people out there have zero clue about defense lawyers until they need one, right? Until they need one. Now, so many comments that say that criminal rights, she's defending a criminal and criminal rights. I'm like, you do realize that those criminal rights are also your rights and my rights, okay? We are entitled to those rights. So I think Ann Taylor actually needs a big thank you from all of us. I mean, she's doing a public service and it is not easy, guys. As I've done public service, you guys know I am a veteran. It is not easy. It's difficult. You are actually sacrificing a big part of your life, okay? I cannot imagine being a public defender. Ann has been so patient with Judge, because whenever I have watched these court proceedings, I just want to throw a brick. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't throw a brick at Judge because I'm not violent. I'm a lover. But I imagine myself throwing a brick at him. You know why? Because there's something off with him, and I thought he was just playing dumb. I thought he was just slow. Maybe he was bored. But a lot of you brought this to my attention and said, Nika, you've worked in medical, you've worked in hospitals and research centers. Do you not notice that he is showing signs of early dementia, potentially? And I was like, OMG, totally over my head. Of course, this is speculation. I'm not a doctor. I'm not his doctor. But in these very lengthy criminal proceedings, there's a lot that is slightly off about judge. So one of the court proceedings, I'll link in the description, and you can scroll all the way to 1 hour and the 11th minute. Ann Taylor is talking about the CAST report. She's saying that the CAST is the FBI doing the work, and that the report attached to that, the supporting data of the CAST report, should be done by March 31st. So we will see, because I don't believe it. I won't believe it until I see it. Now, Judge says, CAST report? What is the CAST report? And he says the CAST report, mid-March? Judge, she just said March 31st. So why is he not there? She literally just said the end of the month, and then you go on and say mid-March. It's like he's showing signs of something. Something. Is it dementia? Is it inattentiveness? Is it boredom? What is it? But also, Judge goes on to say, and this discovery you're talking about, when Ann is talking about the video of the car, she doesn't say Bryan's car. But she says, we're waiting for discovery, this video about a car, and I'm not talking about a video of Bryan's car, just a car. But Judge just seems so confused, like he is completely clueless about what is going on. And then even more shocking, okay, this really stood out to me because the alibi deadline, right? They're talking about the alibi deadline, saying that Kohberger has yet to really give an actual alibi. But Ann Taylor says, well, we are still waiting for the full CAST report, the rest of discovery, and the drive testing information. Okay, and Judge is like, CAST report? What is that? Like the identification of the car? And I'm like, dude, how do you not know what the CAST report is? I mean, I'm not a detective and I know what a CAST report is. You're literally up to your neck in this case, or you should be, and you don't know what the CAST report is? That is concerning. Then Ann Taylor butts in and says, no, the cell tower information. And I'm just like, okay, like, I can't. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. When the judge comes across as completely freaking clueless, completely inattentive, completely bored, completely unaware, okay, that is, yes, concerning for his potential dementia, potential Alzheimer's, potential forgetfulness, right, that should be addressed. But this is even more concerning, guys, for Mr. Kohberger. Remember, he is a citizen that is trying to be defended by his public defender, Ann Taylor. And then we have a judge who has zero clue, okay? Zero clue about what in the world is going on. Doesn't even know what the damn CAST report is. Should we be concerned? Remember, this case is an unalive penalty case. And yes, I use that word because I don't want the algorithm to squash my tiny channel. Although, I thank all of you for watching regardless, because I like talking to smart people. It's very hard to find intelligent people. Okay, just because I work as a scientist doesn't mean that all people that I work with are intelligent. There are a lot of average and below average IQ people running around in research centers. So this is why I love coming here. I know I get very passionate. I'm very passionate. But this is like, I got it off my chest. This is my place to come and relax and talk to like-minded people who actually are aware of what's going on in the world. And I have some, naysayers saying, Nika, there's so many other bigger problems in the world. Okay, then what are you doing here? Go away and go solve them, please. Because you're obviously here for a reason. I don't think that just because there's other issues in the world that we shouldn't be addressing these ones. These are just as large, in my opinion. We all have a calling. For me, again, I told you guys, my mission in this planet, it's not so much to make money. It's not so much to be wealthy. It's to help people. That is my mission, to help people. It doesn't matter if it is small way to help people, like growing back their hair, or I helped several people with cutting their diabetes medication in half. Some people have completely reversed it. Okay, that gives me chills. Like, that gets me going. That gives me energy through the day. And so many people say, how do you work so much? When you are passionate about the things you do, I'm a big believer in this. When you really love what you're doing and you're out there helping people from the bottom of your heart, I know this sounds kind of cheesy, but I'm a kind of cheesy person. You have this like inner strength, this inner glow. You don't need a lot of sleep. You don't need a lot of makeup. You don't need a lot of things. You don't need a lot of friends. You're thankful and grateful for what you have. So yeah, that's why we are here. And I want to thank you guys, because again, this is our space where we can talk about things that matter. Whether they matter to other people, they matter to us. And that's why we're here. We want justice. We want truth. And I think that's why we are pulled to this case, because something is pulling us from our heart into this case, because we see injustice. So we are here and we are talking about it. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe. I know you like it here, so why not subscribe, and why not sign up for notifications? Because when you watch the video from beginning to end, you actually know what I'm saying. So many people watch snippets and then they go rant in the comments, and it's like, please watch the video to its entirety so you understand the gist of what we are getting to here. So, cheers. You guys have a good day.